One of the biggest obstacles the young Muslim community had to overcome in 627 CE was the possibility of an invasion by a group of tribes headed by the Quraysh of Mecca. The Battle of Khandaq, also known as the Battle of the Trench, was a crucial point in Islamic history. The storm developing, fear and dread seized the Muslim community as word of an imminent attack circulated across Medina's streets. The situation appeared dire as the Quraysh gathered a powerful army under the leadership of their strongest soldiers, Abu Sufyan and Amr ibn Abi Wad. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, urged his companions to get ready for the impending threat in the midst of this chaos. He conferred with his closest advisors, notably Salman al-Farsi, a Persian convert whose expertise in military strategy would come in handy later on. After realizing the necessity for a defensive approach, the scheme takes shape. The Prophet Muhammad and his allies came up with a bold strategy to protect Medina as the invading armies approached. They chose to excavate a trench around the exposed northern frontier, a move motivated by Salman al-Farsi's knowledge from his experiences fending off invading forces in Persia. The Muslims worked non-stop day and night, strengthening their defenses and excavating trenches in preparation for the enemy's onslaught. They had to finish the trench before the Quraysh could begin their attack. Thus it was a race against time. The start of the siege. The Quraysh army approached the boundaries of Medina, its lines filling with fighters eager to defeat their enemies, as the Muslim defenders were putting the final touches on their defenses. However, their confidence faltered and uncertainty seeped into their hearts as they saw the massive trench that lay ahead of them. Despite the formidable challenge they faced, the Quraysh undertook a series of penetrating attacks to gauge the resilience of the Muslim defenses. But each time, they encountered great opposition because Medina's defenders maintained their unshakable faith in the face of hardship. Ali ibn Abi Talib's heroism. Ali ibn Abi Talib, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin and son-in-law, stood out among the chaos of war as a man of courage and bravery. Ali's famous battle skills made him a symbol of hope for the Muslim defenders, encouraging them to persevere against insurmountable odds. The Quraysh retreat. The Quraysh were unable to enter Medina because to the unbreakable barrier of the trench and the unwavering determination of the Muslim defenders. Their hopes of victory were crushed against the trench walls as they were forced to concede defeat and flee in disorder after weeks of fruitless attacks and increasing losses. The Muslim community celebrated their hard-won triumph and expressed gratitude to God for saving their city from destruction. The dust settled, and the sounds of the conflict receded into the distance. Even though the Battle of Khandaq had been won, its impact would go on for many years, serving as a reminder of the tenacity and steadfast faith of those who had defended their values. Harmony among differences. The diversity of the Muslim community came together in the face of hardship, which was one of the most amazing things about the Battle of Khandaq. To protect their city, people from different tribes and backgrounds collaborated well, especially the Ansar, the people of Medina, and the Muhajirin immigrants from Mecca. Salman al-Farsi, the Prophet Muhammad's Persian friend, whose experience in trench warfare was crucial in building the defensive fortifications, served as an example of this unity. His knowledge and the community's collective commitment and diligence highlighted the value of teamwork and cooperation during difficult circumstances. The work of God. The Muslims' unshakable confidence in Allah's promised divine protection sustained them throughout the siege of Medina, in addition to their physical defenses. It was said that angels had come down to support the Muslim defenders, preventing the invaders from breaking through the city walls and guaranteeing the believers' victory. The Muslim army found inspiration and strength in this supernatural intervention, which strengthened their determination and gave them hope for their eventual victory. It served as a reminder that those who trusted in Allah and remained unwavering in their adoration for Him would ultimately triumph. The consequences. The Muslim community came out of the Battle of Khandaq stronger and more cohesive than before. The Quraysh and their allies had suffered a terrible blow, a result of the abortive siege, which dashed their dreams of overthrowing the nascent Islamic State. However, The Muslims saw the win at Khandaq as a turning point in their survival struggle, proving the strength of faith, tenacity, and togetherness against overwhelming odds. It served as evidence of the human spirit's tenacity and the transformational potential of faith in a greater good. The people of Medina gathered together in their victory as the sun sank on the battlefield and the sounds of war faded into the distance. They were thankful for the heavenly protection that had seen them through their darkest moments. For future generations, the Battle of Khandaq will always be remembered as a pivotal moment in Islamic history that demonstrated bravery, selflessness, and everlasting faith. The heritage, the Battle of Khandaq, was forgotten over time and became part of history's chronicles, but its legacy lived on as a constant reminder that faith can overcome all obstacles. For innumerable Muslims, the bravery, togetherness, and divine intervention of those dreadful days served as a beacon of hope, motivating them to stand firm in defense of their values and beliefs. Over the ages, Khandaq's teachings have resonated with people who have encountered difficulties and adversity in their lives. It served as a reminder that, despite how overwhelming the challenges may appear, success is always possible when one has faith, tenacity, and unity, because in the end, it wasn't just a matter of winning or losing. Rather, it was evidence of the human spirit's tenacity and the unflinching faith in the divine promise of victory for those who persisted in their faith. Thus, the memory of Khandaq endured as the sun sank below the horizon and the stars filled the night sky, serving as an enduring example of how the human spirit can overcome hardship. If you like the video, so please subscribe my channel.